All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we continue on at wildcard weekend with a great AFC matchup between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
On the ready.
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here. I smell fear here.
Five.
Throwing on first down. Bump. And right away, he lost the football. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
To throw on second down. Bump. He'll hit Jackson. Complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
On first and 10. Bump. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down, Chargers.
Ready up.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Operating from the gun. Bump. He'll get this to his running back. It's Justin Jackson. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Chargers, first down.
Here we go. 15, Ronnie. 15 left.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. From the gun. Bump. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Cohen, the ball carrier. Jatavis Brown on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
Yellow. There's a lot of you.
Too little, cut.
I don't need to.
57's the mic.
From the 27, Mahomes. That is caught by Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs first down.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
At the 15-yard line.
I don't need to. There's a lot of you. Here goes 15.
Shoot. Switch. 22 jet bomber.
My turn.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass.
And they will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doc.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Looking to throw. Bump. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chris Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
4th down.
And how about the call here. They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check your hot read.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun. Bump. Hunter Henry brings it in. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Check 9, check 9.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch.
And color.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, Eddie.
Let's go, D. Let's go. He's coming. We got double up.
First down, a run with Cohen. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
43, 15.
Hey, we got 4.
Now here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Draw play, Cohen. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
So that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my boy.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to throw. Buck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Jimmy Ward. A gain on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 11.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
They run. This is Cohen. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Chargers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the gun, Buck escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Get it.
To throw again. Bump for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
13 yards. First down, Chargers.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Able to slither by. It's caught by Jackson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
5.
Looking to throw. Bump. And he finds his man. It's Duarte. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 2 there, second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Bump. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Silver, Silver.
Now.
On first down. Bump. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Go, go.
Mike, check.
From the gun. Bump. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 61 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. This is Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Chargers' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Here's Grant. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. They go back to Grant. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They run again with Jackson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Ready, set.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Off play action. Bump. Rolling to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Bandit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On first down, it's Grant, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
On third down, it's Grant. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Switch. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Check right.
On second down now, it's Thompson, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant, and a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They will run with Grant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. the kick by Butker is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Grant. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Ready? Set, right. 50 seconds to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, switch ready.
On 2nd down, it's Grant, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Tackles, tackles. And 1, 3. Shift, shift.
On 1st down, Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
You got it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On the double. Mike 57.
On second down now, it's Thompson. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 29.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Chiefs on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a give right side. It's Grant. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Charles Harris there on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
Got it. 44, Mike, 44. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Ready. Hey, Lola. 57. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.